Welcome to 2-minute classes. The topic is for loops. Okay. So a for loop is used when you know exactly how many times, okay, in form of a number you want to execute a set of statements. Okay. So when you are aware that you want to execute the set of statements for 10 times, 100 times or 2 million times, in that case you are going to use for loop. Okay. So for loop is not used when you want to execute for something like if it is something is greater than something, you have to have an exact number to use a for loop. Okay, so we are taking an example over here. Suppose I want to print some numbers. I have written a loop for I is a variable in range 100. Okay, so what this range function will do, it will assign the value of I from 0 till 99. Okay, so range function generates values from 0 to n minus 1. Suppose I have written 1000 instead of 100, then it would have generated values from 0 to 999. Okay, so this will generate values from 0 to 99, and one by one it is going to print the value of I. Over here I am not printing hello, I am printing the value of I. So what this program will do, this will print 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 till 99. Okay, always remember range function executes from 0 to n minus 1. Okay, let us have a look at range function. Okay, so a range function typically has three parameters: start value, end value and step size. Okay, we have used range function like this. Okay, we have used it like range 100. So the function when you are writing it in form of like only one parameter, it means the start value is going to be 0 and the step size is going to be 1. And a step means with how much amount you want to increase. Okay, so step 1 means it will start from 0, increase it with 1. So it will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and end value is going to be 20 minus 1, which is 19. Okay, which is n minus 1. Suppose I have written range function with two parameters. So if I am writing it with two parameters, the first will be considered as start value and the second will be considered as end value. If you are writing it with one parameter, this will be only end value, start value will by default become 0 and step size will by default become 1. Okay, so what this function will do, this will generate values from 10 to 20 minus 1, that is 10, 11, 12 till 19. Okay, with increment of 1. Here increment or step size is going to be 1. Suppose I have written range function with all the three parameters. Okay, so it might be possible you want to generate values from 10 to 20 with step size 1 or with suppose step size 2. So what this function will do, this will be taken as start value, this will be taken as end value and 2 will be the step size. So it will generate the numbers 10, 12, 14 till n minus 1. That is the last number which it is going to generate will be 18. Because after this it will generate 20 which is equal to 20, so it will stop at 18. Okay, so this is how a range function can be used. If you have like a different start value other than 0, then you will use this. If you have a step size also different, then you are going to use this kind of range function. Mostly we use this kind of range function with ending value.